All right, officially, we will welcome everybody to our intermediate class. That just means I'm not going to give you a lot of B minor 7, flat the 5th, sharp the 9th, and do all that other groovy stuff that we do in some of the more advanced classes. But I will push you a little bit if I can. Why? Because I'm the teacher and I can. The song for today is Castle on a Cloud. This comes from the musical Les Mis. It is a sung-through musical, meaning that everything was sung, based on an 1862 novel by French poet and novelist Victor Hugo. Castle on a Cloud is a solo for the part of young Cosette. Okay, now Cosette is an interesting character. I have not seen this. If any of you have seen this, correct me if I'm wrong on any of this. Cosette is the child of a prostitute who was one of the main characters, okay? And she did not like that life either, but she was taken in by a family and they became like the housemaids. And she was sweeping floors and doing a lot of things and not being treated very well. The London production of this has run continuously since October of 1985, making it the second longest running musical in the world. Okay, somebody's still on here. I'm going to mute all for now. Yes.
I think you may have this thing down.
Okay. Okay. If you go on YouTube, there are actually two versions. One of them was, I think, the original London cast, and then there was a revised version that they did for an anniversary. They were both very, very good with this song. And then I think it was Diane Graber told me to go look and see the little 3-year-old. There is a little 3-year-old who sings this song. Surprised me out of my mind. If I could sing like that when I was 3, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, it is the cutest thing. It is a sad song. She's wishing that she could actually be somewhere else. There's a castle on a cloud. I like to go there in my sleep. Aren't any floors for me to sweep. Now you remember the girl in the play was 8 years old. 8 years old. When you were 8, you probably had some chores to do, but not all day long. Not in my castle on a cloud. There's a room that's full of toys. There are 100 boys and girls. Nobody shouts or talks too loud. Not in my castle on a cloud. There's a lady all in white, holds me and sings a lullaby. She's nice and she's soft to touch. And she says, Cosette, I love you very much. When you get to that part, it just tears at your heartstrings. Oh my goodness. I know a place where no one's lost. I know a place where no one cries. Crying at all is not allowed. Not in my castle on a cloud. This poor little girl, what a life. Can you imagine? Wow. Wow. The key of this song. How would you know what the key of this song is? It's always, I shouldn't say always, it's 99%. The last chord. The last chord. Now, in this case, it does happen to be the first chord as well. It's A minor. We are in the key of A minor. Now, all that means for us as easy players is that if you're using an introduction, you will start the introduction with an A minor chord, C and A. If you need to write yourself a little note up there, please feel free to do so. We're going to change it up a little bit. Let's start with chords. Measure 1, the A minor is good. Oh, I'm going to knock everything down here. Measure 1, the A minor is good. The E is good for 1 beat. Over the beat 4, the A for the word cloud, put another A minor. All we're doing is moving that A minor in measure 2. We're backing it up one beat. We're just backing that chord up one beat. In line 2, measure 2, the E chord is good for one beat. Remember, 2 eighth notes equals one beat. So over the A quarter note for the word sweep, put in another A minor. And that's good for just the one count, and then go to the F. Second page. Second line. The second line starts measure 14. You might want to put a little 14 with a little circle. You're going to play the E chord, and right after the E chord, you are going to do an N dot C dot, a no chord. And then play Cosette, I Love You Very Much on the no chord. At the end of that line, we're going to add measure 15. We're going to add a complete measure. So what I did, I don't know if you can see that I just made a real little measure at the end. I put a whole note. You could put a whole rest if you want. Either way would be fine. And then you're going to do a drum solo for that measure. Does everyone remember how to do a drum solo? If you're already on a no chord, your drum solo is just going to be the fill-in. Either your touch bar or your kick switch, or reach up and touch your FX or your fill-in, and you'll do a little drum solo during that measure, and that's going to get you back into what is now measure 16 at the beginning of the third line, back into the melody, back into the regular chords and melody. At the end of that line, line 3, over the last A quarter note, put in an A minor chord. And you can cross out the A minor at the beginning of the next line because you're already on it. The last line of the song. The E chord is good for one count. Beat 2 over the A quarter note, put an A minor for just that one note, and the rest of it is good. So the chords are actually very easy. I'm going to play the song. Then we'll talk a little bit about which backgrounds will work. I'm going to start with a background called Toys. Now, for those of you who have the sheet, it's not on there because I didn't even think about that until this morning. And I thought, oh my goodness, that would make a perfect background. Toys is under March for those of you that have it. Your tempo will be 58. 58. It's slow. But it makes it sound like a little kid is singing it, and that's kind of nice. Okay, here we go. Yes, I took some liberties. I held some notes longer, but you play it the way you feel is right to play it. Okay? Beautiful song. I was not at all familiar with this. Not at all familiar with this, but really pretty. I'm glad that I'm learning new things. This was a new one for me. Absolutely gorgeous song, but it is very sad. Okay, let's do some backgrounds. What kind of rhythms would work well with this? Well, the one I just played was Toys at 58. Other things that would work would be Soft and Easy, the Easy 4/4. Now, I put the alter style on with that. Soft and Easy 4/4. Let's get out of that one. I should have locked my tempo, and let's put on, here it is normally. When I put on the alter style, some of you have it, some of you do not. It just gives it a little more motion. That's Soft and Easy, Easy 4/4 with no variation, but put the alter style on it. Just gives it a little more motion, especially when we're going at 58. Soft and Easy Basic. Soft and Easy Basic. Now without the alter style, it sounds like this. And yes, the birds come free. Now when you put the alter style on, it sounds like this. Again, it gives it a little more motion. It almost sounds like there's a golden harp going on. If you don't have an alter style, but you do have a golden harp, you might want to add that in to give it just a little bit of, you're only going 58 beats a minute, so you need something to just keep that background going a little bit. If you are on a smaller instrument, an Easy 4, smooth full band is absolutely perfect. Easy 10s, Easy 2s. If you are on any of the new Estes, the Discovery 3 or the Freedom 3, your mellow, easy 8-beat is going to be absolutely perfect for this, again at 58. What kind of sounds work with this? Remember, your sounds are your melody, and you always want to work from left to right. Piano strings are very pretty with this. A flute would be very pretty with this, or a pan flute. Acoustic guitar works very well. And yes, those little bells that were at the beginning of the Toys, that was very nice also. And get creative. Find some other things and do what comes to your head. When you hear something, I think this would be a great sound. And don't forget to record things when you find something that you like. If you don't have an organ where you can save your presets, see me after class. Okay, there's your commercial for the day. By the way, we're still having some 4th of July specials. If you want in on them, do let me know. I'm going to play it now on Soft and Easy Basic with the alter style. Very pretty. Very pretty. That was just basic, soft, and easy, but it did have the alter style. And the alter style gave it that nice extra motion. Okay. Let's do some fingering. If you don't want to do fingering, now's your chance to go get a cup of coffee or go mix a drink and you'll be fine. A3, B4, C5, B4, A3, A3, G sharp 2, A3. A3, B4, C5, B4, A3, G2, F1. Second line, E2 with a circle. You're crossing it over. D1, E2, F3. Put an arrow on this next E. Make it a 1. A3, B4, C5, A3. End of the line, D1, E2, F3. First ending, E2, D1, C3 with a circle. That means you're crossing it over. B2, A1. Second ending, E2, D1, C3 with a circle, B2, A1. Last line on that page, F4, E3, D2, C1, D2, E3, F4, E3, C1, A4, G3, F2, E1, F2, G3, A4, G3, G3. Top of the second page, B flat, 5, A4, G3, F2, G3, A4, F2, C1, D2. Second line, E3, F4, E3, F4, E3, F4, E3, F4, and in case you didn't hear it, E is 3. Pretty easy line. Next line, A3, B4, C5, B4, A3, A3, G sharp 2, A3. Next line, A3, B4, C5, B4, A3, G2, F1, E2 with a circle. You're crossing it over. D1, E2, F3. Put an arrow on this next E. Make it a 1. That's so you can reach all the notes. A3, B4, C5, A3. And the last phrase, D1, E2, F3, E2, D1, C3, circle it, you're crossing it over, B2, and A1. The tricky part of this song is the timing, because you are going back and forth between eighth note triplets and eighth notes. 3 notes per 1 count, 2 notes per 1 count. If you have to listen to YouTube and get it in your head for a while, do that. I had to do that. Because you've got 1, 1, 2, 3, and that's one complete beat. Da 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 da. So you have to watch that. Those triplets have to go in there in order to get the words in there. Pretty song. Okay. This is going to be a fast class because there's not that much to do. Leon, I might have to do 2 songs like you suggested before. We might have to do that in this class when we have an easy one like this. Okay. I also did this on Soft and Easy, Easy 4/4, with the altar style. Piano and strings come up here. There's a cornet on the bottom, but you've got a flute. You've got a flute on the lower keyboard of the first preset.
Because I lost.
Give it back to me, please.
I lost it.
Uh-oh.
Why'd you lose it? Huh?
You handed it to me.
You lost it. Please.
Okay. Whoever's talking right now, can check your microphone and put a little X over it. Mute yourself. I'm not good at doing this yet. I'm sorry. Doing the best I can. Okay. Any questions at this point? Nope. Are we good? Okay. We're going to try it on Soft and Easy, Easy 4/4 with the altar style. If anybody has their...
I have a question, Dawn.
Oh, okay.
When you played it the first time with the March with the Toys,
Uh-huh.
you switched the rhythm preset in the middle. Which you go to?
I went to number 4, which gave me some strings.
All right. And that
It works.
was at the
I think I did that. There is a lady all in white.
okay, right there.
Yep, right after the second inning. By the way, there's the road map on this is not that difficult. You have repeat dots in line 3. You go back and play that first part again. Yeah, measure 11 is the very beginning of line 4. That's where I switched the preset.
To 4. Okay.
Did you like it with the strings?
Yeah, I like that.
Okay. Okay.
By the way,
Yes.
you said you don't know how you're doing. You're doing great.
You're doing great. Yeah, we like
Oh,
it.
thank you.
Is there a way that you can make the screen show all of us so we can see who's there?
Let's do a gallery shot. Can you see everybody now?
Nope.
Nope. Okay. I guess
Yeah.
that's only the speaker can see the gallery shot. All right, what you need to do is you need to go down to the bottom of your screen and there should be a pop-up that says participants. There's 20 people participating right now. Ooh, you guys are awesome. If you click on that participants, it will bring up a list of people on the side. So you know everybody that's there. And then you've probably got that strip across the top, yes? And if you've got that strip across the top, you'll have an arrow. There's a little blue arrow. If you click on the arrow, it'll scroll down the screen and you can see everybody. Hi, Wayne.
They can do a gallery. They can do a gallery view from very up on the very top. Select gallery view, and they can see everybody.
That's
Unless they're on an iPhone or something. I don't know what they're on.
yeah. No, can everybody see gallery view right now? Are you seeing everybody?
Yes.
I think that's just my view. I think on my end, Wayne, it's just my view.
I'm seeing everybody right now.
I'm seeing everybody.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just
I'm seeing
select
everybody.
Woohoo! All right.
gallery view at the very top.
Okay. I think individually you guys can do
There's
that.
John.
Then you can see who's all here.
I see Leon.
I think Jane and Leon are not putting their camera on.
Oh, put your camera on, guys.
They might, I'll bet you they're still in their jammies.
Doug doesn't have his camera on either.
Who doesn't? Doug?
Doug McCauley.
Oh, okay. Doug, it's nice to have you with us. I hear you haven't been feeling all that well. So I'm glad you're joining us today. Okay. If you have your phone or your computer close to your instrument, please go over to your organ, put it on easy only. Stay muted so that otherwise we're going to get signal crossings. And play along with me. And you can do one hand at a time. But if you want to play along with me, that's the way to do it. The only way you wouldn't be able to do that is if you had your instrument in a different room. Okay, let me check here. No, that's not what I wanted. Okay. All right. So play along with me if you want to. Otherwise, I'm going to do it one more time, and I'm going to do it with soft and easy 4/4 at 58, and I'm sure you guys will find 100 other different backgrounds that'll be nice for this. One, 2, 3, 4. Go back. Rest. 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 Second ending. Rest. Second page. One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4. Counted it too fast. Rest. Rest. Okay. If you need to slow it down even further, go down below 58. That would be fine. That would be fine. Okay. Any questions?
Hi, can I ask a question? This
Yes.
is Beverly.
Hey, Beverly, how are you?
Good, and you're doing great.
Oh,
Don't
thank
have
you.
any misgivings about what you're doing. You're doing great. Can you show me the cover of the book?
The cover of the book.
I'm up in Rhode Island. I'm not sure I have that. Okay, I don't, so I'll send you an email to order.
Okay, yeah, send me an email if you need the book, and I'll be happy to order it.
Okay, I'm going to mute myself now. Oh. My husband would like that feature.
I think most of our husbands would like that. Anybody else have any questions? Nope. Oh, thank you, Diane. Okay, very good. We will meet again next Wednesday at 12:30, and let's take a vote on this. Leon Strone likes to do 2 songs at a time. What's the consensus on that? You just want to do 1 a week, or you want to try to do 2 at a time? 2 at a time. Put your hand up. 2. 2. Okay, all right. Most of you want to do 2 at a time. Okay, we can do that. Now, if it's a super hard song, and I think it's going to take the whole hour, then we'll just do 1 song. But otherwise, we'll do 2 songs at a time next week. Okay? So the 2 that we will be looking at, and no, we're not going to do the Hokey Pokey. I'm sorry. By the way, there's a concert coming up on the 18th. It's a Saturday. it will be Dawn and Randy. And it will only be for people from the villages. And then Robert would like to showcase me for one of the Friday concerts. And he has chosen that date to be the 31st. So if anybody has any requests for songs, let me know. All I can do is say no. We'll do Hallelujah next week. No, we're not going to do Chopsticks.
Rats.
Rats, I know. We'll do we'll do Hallelujah and we'll do Crazy. How's that? Okay? Very cool. You guys are really awesome. I am going to unclick mute all, so if you guys just want to stick around and talk to each other. I miss the social, I really do. I don't want to let's see. You have to unmute yourselves. Let's see, I can go down the line and unmute you guys.
Just remember you're being recorded.
Yes, we are being recorded. You want me to stop the recording? No, if you want to talk to each other, please feel free to do that.
Thank you, Dawn.
You are welcome. Thank you guys. I couldn't do it without you.
Thanks, Don.
Bye.
Oh, here you are.
Thanks, Dawn.
Bye. You guys are great.
Thank you, Dawn.
Thank
Hi,
you.
Don. Thanks a lot.
We'll see you next week.
Yeah.
Good job.
Thank you.
Great job.
Great job. Thanks, Dawn.
Thank you guys. If you need a book,
Great teacher.
if you need a book, email me. If you have any questions, email me. Okay?
Okay,
I love
bye.
you guys.